Yo, hello my people, this is Ziomek, and today I'm doing an artist that I haven't heard yet. So, all I know that he's a rapper, and that's it. This was suggested to me a very long time ago, SPM, and his song Jackers in My Home. I guess it must have been a really good song if somebody suggested it to me. It was suggested very long time ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'm just doing some of those very old suggestions right now. And so I saw this one and decided, you know what, let's do it. Also, we got lyrics, so it's gonna be good. Never heard it. I'm interested. Let's go. Jackers in My Home. Oh, SPM means South Park Mexicans. Oh.
They wipe tears while I wipe fingerprints off lead. They say shoot for the stars, I say shoot for the head. I believe in good times, having peace and fun, but I'm still in my room trying to grease my gun. Can't let it get rusty. If a shootout breaks, the only thing I want jamming is my screwed out tape. And tomorrow's the big day, gotta get my rest. 45 G's out of town, lick buying threats. I'm all alone.
Okay, he's living that kind of life. Okay, he always has his gun with him, he's always ready, and he's hearing about stuff coming into town soon, so he's ready. I liked how he said, the only thing I want jamming is my screwed out tape. He doesn't want his gun to jam. You know, he can't let it get rusty, so he keeps cleaning it. Cool, I like this.
Get my rest, 45 G's out of town, lick buying threats. I'm all alone. My girl said that she couldn't make it, cause she caught a damn cold and her whole body's aching. And I feel kinda nervous, butterflies in my stomach, but I drift off to sleep, really thinking nothing of it. Then something wakes me up and I open my eyes. Somebody's in my house, I'm heartbroken cause I couldn't tell my mom bye. They finally caught me slipping, I'ma die like a man, homeboy, I ain't tripping.
Oh, at one point I thought that maybe he's the one who's gonna get into somebody's house, but yeah, this makes more sense. So his girl is not with him, she's somewhere else, and while he's sleeping, what the hell is this? The wind is so strong today. So while he's sleeping, there's those guys who he's probably never been friends with, you know, not just some random guys, but somebody who he's met before and, you know, they hate each other. They just came into his house and they want something from him. What's gonna happen next? I don't know, but I'm interested to see. So he's gonna go out shooting. Yeah, okay, let's keep going.
They finally caught me slipping, I'ma die like a man, homeboy, I ain't tripping. Gunshots to my dome, jackers in my home.
Wait, he's already done?
Nothing too fancy, just your average tombstone. I'm sorry that I chose a life under the curse. I'll be dressed in the suit and finally going to church. Gunshots to my dome.
That's not what I expected.
Nothing too fancy, just your average tombstone. I'm sorry that I chose a life under the curse. I'll be dressed in the suit and finally going to church.
Yeah, I thought that, you know, I'm used to rap songs where somebody gets into our main character's house and he kills him, but in this one they shot him. There were no like story in between. They entered his house while he was sleeping and he was shot, even though he was ready. But you know, he was always ready for something to happen. You know, if something happened, he was ready to shoot, but they managed to catch him at the worst moment when he was sleeping and nobody else was at home. So shit. Okay, let's keep going. This is interesting.
Life under the curse, I'll be dressed in
and finally he's going to church.
Dreams of the cream, enemies on different teams, red beams in my house, man, this shit is so extreme. I saw them dressed up in all black with the mask, and I knew they was coming for the birds and the cash. So I rolled out my bed, hit the floor and start crawling. And this is the price that you pay when you ballin'. But how did they get the spare key to my crib?
Oh,
it had to be my bitch, she gon' die if I live.
Oh shit. Okay, so there is story between them coming inside and him getting shot. He's on the floor, he's crawling, he's not giving up yet. And yeah, that bitch, she said that it's just like in movies. How, somebody couldn't, it's important, but somebody couldn't come. Oh, I'm sick, or I'm busy, or I'm very sorry, or something like that. When in reality, they actually betrayed and they don't want to be in this place because, they might get shot too. And she gave them the spare key. It solves it. You know what happened.
The spare key to my crib. It had to be my bitch. She gon' die if I live. Usually I keep a black Glock on my dresser, and I'm hearing someone whisper saying low summer kitchen. And I'm knowing it's the devil, but I pay it no mind. I've been dodging that fool ever since I was 9. Gotta make it to the closet where I keep my Mossberg. Slug shots, one hit, never speak another word. Little did I know they had night vision goggles when they saw me on the floor.
Shit.
Boy squeezed on the throttle.
Wait, so yeah, now we arrived to the moment where he died. I thought that he was gonna, kill at least one or two of them, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe he's gonna tell us more, but at the moment it looks like it's over. So I think he didn't get any of his guns. He said that he had this black Glock. Yeah, he has this black Glock on his dresser. He wants to make it to the closet because that's where he keeps his Mossberg. And then he says slug shots, one hit, never speak another word. So he's not shooting. He doesn't have that gun yet. It's still in the closet. He's just saying that when you shoot slugs through Mossberg, with one hit, you can kill instantly. Yeah, and yeah, so no lights in the house, you couldn't see anything, but they had these some special people that came in if they had night vision goggles. So they came in, he's on the floor, he can't see anything, but they can, so they shot him. Yeah, this is a different song than what I expected.
Night vision goggles when they saw me on the floor, boy squeezed on the throttle. Gunshots to my dome, jackers in my home. Nothing too fancy, just your average tombstone. I'm sorry that I chose a life under the curse. I'll be dressed in the suit and finally going to church. Gunshots to my dome, jackers in my home. Nothing too fancy, just your average tombstone. I'm sorry that I chose a life under the curse. I'll be dressed in the suit and finally going to church. Shots started ringing, I was tumbling and diving, running out of time with my mind on surviving. Dove out the window, but I started seeing stars. I forgot last week, bought some burglar bars. Now my face is all wet, and I know it ain't sweat. Bullet hit my legs.
Oh, he just keeps going forward and then backward. Like, I listened to the whole verse, I think I understand what happened, and then next verse starts, and it's kind of like he's not dead. What happened at the end of the last verse? It didn't happen, and now we're backing up a bit. What? What is this? A trick song? So they started shooting, and he got this idea to get out, to jump out of the window, and by saying that he was seeing stars, was not the stars outside, not the ones that you see when you not the ones that you would see outside, but the ones where when you hit your head and when in your eyes you start seeing those things. I guess they are stars, and yeah, it's all because he had bars put. Yeah, that's unlucky. And from what I understand, it wasn't first floor, so it would still have hurt, but at least he would have been out. So yeah, now his face is all wet, and he knows it ain't sweat. That's because he got shot, so it's blood.
Now my face is all wet, and I know it ain't sweat. Bullet hit my leg, so I rolled to the left. Guess where I was at? Damn right, in the closet, grabbed a pump. Now it's my turn to make a deposit. Damn slugs ain't no punk. Hit the boy in his back, saw his right leg flying, and it knocked down my lamp. Unloaded, reloaded, was a 3-man army. Now they
No, this is more like what I expected. This whole thing, that's exactly what I expected from the song. So I guess I was smart. um, so he was near the closet, they shot him in the leg, but he still got into the closet, he grabbed his Mossberg, and now he was shooting, and he shot someone in the back. It's so very, I feel like at the moment it's easy for me to imagine, but when there are some lines that you think about what happened in last verse and what's happening in this one, and it's kind of making me think that I can't imagine this stuff because it's all over the place. Maybe I'm just missing something. So he shot him in the back. Holy shit! How strong that Mossberg was! It even sent that guy's leg flying. Damn. It was 3 of them, so there's 2 left.
And then it knocked down my lamp, unloaded, reloaded, was a 3-man army. Now they looking like piñatas at the end of a party. One was still alive, so
Also,
I started asking questions.
Wait, one was still alive. What? Maybe I'm thinking too much. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I understand main thing, but you know, I stop often and I think, and maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I want this to be like a movie where everything has to happen in right sequence. Maybe I'm just, but I understand main thing. So he shot other guys. He shot all of them. One of their legs flew out. He shot all 3 of them on the back. And then one was still alive, so he started asking questions, and that's where he stopped. Okay. Now we're looking like piñatas at the end of the party, so we're all butchered, like there's tons of blood, body parts and stuff. Cool.
At the end of a party, one was still alive, so I started asking questions. He could barely talk, spitting blood like venom. He said he had a team and that people would rent him. I killed the messengers, now I need who sent them. Gunshots to my dome, jackers in my home. Nothing too fancy, just your average tombstone. I'm sorry that I chose a life under the curse. I'll be dressed in the suit and finally going to church. Gunshots to my dome, jackers in my home. Nothing too fancy, just your average tombstone. I'm sorry that I chose a life under the curse. I'll be dressed in a suit and finally going to church.
Beat was also good. Beat was also good. Before I started listening to the song, I thought this was gonna be like a 90s rap song, but this beat feels like it's from 2000s. It also feels a bit like those beats that K Rino does. Yeah, so I was overthinking the whole thing, but I understood main stuff. So he was at home. His girl didn't come. She said she had called, but she actually gave the keys to those guys who came in to kill him. He was always ready, except that time he went to sleep. In the middle of the night they came and they started shooting at his house. They came in looking for him. They had night vision goggles, he didn't, so they shot him in the leg. He went into the closet, picked up his Mossberg, and then he killed all of them by shooting at their backs. One was still alive. He asked him questions, he found out some stuff, and that's where it ended. I understood the whole song, everything, right? But I was overthinking while I stopped when I stopped a few times on every verse. But yeah, now I got it, I understood. Cool song, I definitely enjoyed. Beat was also good. I like my favorite type of rap songs to react to are ones where it's some kind of a story, or there's like some deeper meaning where you stop, a few times through the verse to think what's happening. That stuff is cool. Like, I'm not saying that these are my favorite type of songs, but they're somewhere up there, but they're my favorites to react to, because it's just interesting to learn about stuff. When you listen to music, when I listen to music, usually, I don't read lyrics, so I only hear a few lines, and when I have to listen many times, while I fully understand these type of songs. But when I'm reacting, it's awesome. I love it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This reaction was suggested 2 minutes, 2 years ago. So hopefully, person who suggested is still gonna watch it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and guys, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.